This is the Iowa Weather Report for Thursday, February 19th, 2015. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At noon today, we still have this trough over the eastern, about half of the country. Flow still coming out of the northwest, and it's still going to be cold around here for today and for the next several more days after. A little bit of lake effect snow across the Great Lakes, but the cold air is going to be the main story. Highs today, single digits in the east to teens to around 20 in our western counties. Our western counties will see an increase in clouds later in the day ahead of this system that's going to be coming through late tonight and into Friday. This could bring a little bit of light snow to the area. Any accumulation would likely be an inch or less and shouldn't cause many travel issues. Highs will be boosted up into the 20s to lower 30s across the state, but don't think that warm air is going to last long, even though that's still below average, because the cold air is just about to stream back in. Here on Saturday, a system will just skirt our southern counties here on Saturday and then be gone to the east coast on Sunday. That could bring some accumulating snows to far southern Iowa. We'll have to see if that continues or it does shift further south into Missouri. But Sunday here and even into Monday, the cold air is back. Highs back into the teens, maybe even upper single digits. Lows may drop back below zero again. Doesn't look to be as cold, maybe a couple degrees below zero, but not much further down than maybe 5 or 6 below. But then here Tuesday, here comes another clipper system dropping in from the north and northwest. That could bring a little bit of light snow Tuesday into Tuesday night. Looks to be another light accumulation, about an inch or so. Shouldn't cause many travel problems, but all it's going to do is reinforce the cold air as we go into the middle of the week. Here on Wednesday, more cold air, highs in the teens. Lows near zero once again, so this cold pattern just keeps reinforcing, as we've been saying the last several days. And even looking a week from today, next Thursday, you can see big upper level feature off along the eastern Great Lakes, the northeast, and the cold air just spins around it and it just reinforces itself. And you can see a system to our south and west will be bringing a bit of snow across Nebraska back into the northern Rockies and some rain down into Texas back into the desert southwest. We'll watch that in the coming days. But going further into the extended period, this is the 2nd of March, and if you notice, there's a trough axis off to our east, but if you notice, the flow is coming out of the Pacific, then dives across the plains, and then goes up the east coast. That's better than it coming straight from the North Pole. Temperatures, at least at this point, will be still maybe a touch below seasonal levels, but they're not going to be absolutely, positively, bitterly cold. Maybe highs in the 20s to low 30s instead of the average being in the mid to upper 30s. So we go to the end of the forecast on March the 6th. Big upper level feature off the west coast. You can see that just off the northwest coast, off in the northeastern Pacific. Another one off the mid-Atlantic coast. And in between, a bit of a ridge, and this is very weird, warm temperatures. This would be like a heat wave to us. If this was to be correct, we could see readings well into the 30s or 40s possibly. We can only hope that this continues on future runs, because the satellite image from last evening showed nothing like that. It showed a lot of cold air across the eastern two-thirds of the country. Few clouds off in Montana and across the south and west, but otherwise it was fairly calm across the country. The watch warning map, though, doesn't look very calm. Lots of wind chill advisories and warnings from the North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri eastward. A couple winter storm watches and advisories across the mid-south, and some winter storm warnings off in Maine. KPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Monday evening, or Tuesday evening, I can't remember which, at 6 o'clock, showing quite a bit of rain around the mid-south, around Memphis, where they can see 2 to 3 inches of precipitation with lighter amounts to our north.